Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, the neighborhood that I worked in had kids trying to steal from us while we were going to quality dairy. That's how bad that fucking neighborhood is.
Jeez.
Yeah. Devil!
Hi, Devil.
Hello! Yeah, it's turned low. I got a haircut earlier and a fucking idiot almost burnt me with a hairdryer. The air cloud was so hot it almost burnt me. It's like, oh, that's normal settings.
You-
I'm thinking, no,
Your
that's not normal settings.
your barber uses a hairdryer?
Well, after they do the cut with the hair and all that, they use it to blow the loose hair off. And it's not supposed to be hot enough where it burns you almost a few seconds after they fucking start moving it around on there. Because she didn't hold it in one spot, she's moving it around, and it still almost burnt me. And then she didn't even seem to care about it and gets us in normal settings and throws somebody next to that coworker next to her, and she looked at her and said something really effective. She said something to the effect about me getting burnt on normal settings, kind of almost jokingly and nonchalantly, which kind of pissed me off.
You didn't tip her, right?
No, I paid it exactly what I owed, and that was it. Thought about I'm gonna get this shit for free, considering she was just not that good. The other thing she didn't do is she's the only one that I've had that after they put that cover on your front and that clips in the back, she didn't put a towel around either. Every other person that had to give me a haircut puts that thing on to catch the hair and puts that towel on your neck to catch the little clip that's been doing your neck and stuff. She didn't even put that thing out. So I had hair on my neck and shit. She was just all around pretty terrible. I mean, the haircut itself was okay, but in getting there was not good.
You should just start cutting your own hair, Cappy.
And we got a Bo Ricks nearby. I might try that, see if they're any better. Because I've gotten more somewhat bad people at Fantastic Sam's last time I went there than good.
We had one Fantastic Sam's location that was good, and then every other one we tried after that was horrible.
Cappy, you do know that hairdryers by default can't get hot enough to actually burn people.
This one actually did. I'm not making that up, Devil. That's what I'm saying. She could have had it on normal settings. There's no way.
If the dryer is starting to like short out or get really old sometimes, and she probably was also holding it too close to his head because they're not meant to be held right next to your head.
Possibly, yeah, but both things would have to happen, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying something to her there. She didn't care. They had to out that fucking snap on her.
At least, did she give you the haircut you wanted? At least.
Yeah.
Okay, then be happy.
I don't know. I think there's something to be said if you are uncomfortable from what they're doing and you say something and they take it as a joke rather than being like, "Oh, let me see what I can do to help this."
Yeah, she didn't ask if I was okay or anything. She just didn't care that it was burning me. So all the normal settings, and then she looked over to the coworker and almost joked. Wasn't quite joking, but almost was. So, oh, he's getting burned on normal settings. Like, really?
This is the longest conversation we've ever had about hair.
I know, right? It's so fabulous. It's great.
Fabulous.
Fabulous, man. It's just
I'm getting the
so perfect.
Up real quick.
Actually, hold on. Let me get my slightly ambiguous sexuality German voice for this. Oh, this is so fabulous. we are going to talk about hair now? Oh, that makes my Schwartz go very, very far. Yes.
That's impressive, Devil. Damn.
What is impressive?
Your accent.
That's Devil's normal voice. He makes an accent every time he talks to us normally.
This is my normal voice, yes. See, we have only a couple different voices in our heads. I just choose to share mine. And that is when you question whether I'm actually sane or not. Isn't
Well, I
this
was
fun?
going to say something. And I'm one of the few who's qualified to say it.
See, this
Hey, what
is
up?
fine. Oh, what's
Hello.
this?
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, it is a Kyle. Come join us in talking about the hair with fruity accents.
Hi, Kyle.
What the fuck?
Oh, I had a
Join us.
bad experience getting a haircut earlier. Got the haircut I wanted, but getting there was a bit of a bitch.
Do not be afraid. Secure the hair.
I am going to be honest. I don't really want to hear this story a third time, Kathy.
Nah, unless he really wants to hear it, I'm good.
Yes,
you can
I
watch
am.
the stream. No. You will watch the stream later if you want to hear the freaking story.
If your friends really tuned in, they definitely got to listen to a good 5-minute conversation about hair.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Shit.
So,
All right.
where we had last left off, my good Umbra stock. What, Laura?
He got his mouth, he started laughing.
I'm just laughing because I can.
Indeed. But indeed, where we last left off, our Umbra Stalkers had returned to town. Got all the good things of saving the people and whatnot. Made that one person they let live be a doctor or work for the doctor.
Dr. Franco, right?
Yep, for Dr. Franco. That is his
Out of
official-
curiosity.
Yeah.
Is his last name Stein?
No.
I could hope.
That's just pushing it too far, Devil.
Oh, come on, Dr. Franco Stein. It's great.
What? Just gonna drill a hole in my head.
That would just be a little too much of a devilism.
And if you're going to drill this hole in your head, do we get to drink what comes out?
I'll be right back in a quick second. while I
What
do
the
recap
fuck?
thing.
I mean, at that point, we have to question whether drinking this brain matter of a person with higher or lower IQ actually affects our own. In which case, you have to also ask, do we actually want to risk that?
I will sure-heartedly say no. It will not increase or decrease your IQ. You fucking.
I mean, have we tested it?
I'm pretty sure there's some Aborigine tribes you could talk to. You know, I'll send you a ticket.
Ooh, you're gonna pay for me to go to Australia?
Could you send two? Because, like, legit, we were just talking about how we really like a trip to Australia. So, I mean,
I'd like to be part of this experiment. I mean,
Yeah, can we bring Devil?
He shall be the sacrifice.
I got it. Group trip to Australia. Kyle's paying.
You guys. Anyway.
Yes, anyways, so after that, Everald was chased by a group of vampire bounty hunters. We dispatched them after they bit the shit out of Talawa. And that is where we're standing now, among the corpses, which are actually dust.
that doesn't actually sound very sanitary. Any of that.
I know.
Biting the shit out and then standing amongst it. It's...
Oh, God.
Waiting as the shit becomes dust.
Yeah, just... Oh, now you're breathing it in.
All right. So, yeah, that was rather interesting. What the fuck is going on?
Stuff and things.
Yeah, this doesn't look like stuff and things.
Well, I mean, it does look like stuff and things.
Yes, I see that you're applying your trade of the master of semantics. That's not what I'm talking about. Why were they chasing you?
It's a really long story.
I've already heard it, so
Out of character, does it have something to do with hair?
God damn it.
now it's going to.
When Everald was a boy, he had the longest locks of.
His mother was deeply jealous. She had to have that hair, no matter the cost.
Indeed.
Oh God. It's like fuck. It's like that movie Twisted or some stupid shit. Or what is that movie?
Tangled?
Yeah.
Hmm.
God damn it.
He was raised in a tower.
I hate life.
Lower my hair down to let Talawa come up to save me.
Oh, man. All right, so let's get back in.
Yeah. I mean, I think we handled the problem well, so, no harm, no foul.
Wow! I got bit really badly!
Nicholas, this seems more supernatural to deal with, so maybe this might be more your area of expertise.
And he's gone silent upon us.
He's
Totally
contemplating.
forgot that his name's Nicholas.
But it's his real name.
Oh my God. Okay. We need a counter for like how long Cappy like spaces out.
Oh my god, we do. I'll have to figure out how to set that up when I get some time.
We're just gonna try to get like the world record of like ADHD. I don't know. I wouldn't even know how you would like measure that or how you'd even word it.
I'm back.
Oh, you gotta. Okay. Well, I was talking to you, mate.
Talking to who?
If only you could see how hard I just slapped myself in the face. I was talking to you, Nick.
Oh, I told you. I said be right back upstairs for a second. You didn't hear me?
Nope. Anyway.
Yeah, well, pay attention. Anyway, what were you
Sure.
saying?
Tolo was just telling us about how she got the shit out of her, and I said, maybe you should take a look at it, considering this seems more supernatural than anything.
All right. What am I taking a look at?
My vampire bite. Although I feel like Everald is the most suited one here, because, he's one of them.
I could take a look at it, see if I can do anything.
Does everyone know actually how to stop the spread of the disease? That's the question.
Well, she's fine.
I don't know if anybody would know how to stop it, to be honest, would they?
It's not like, they drained her completely of her blood and then replaced it with their own.
Oh, so that's how that works. Okay, good to know.
He can show you firsthand if you're interested.
I'm not sure that would work on me.
Would you like your injury healed, or will it be okay?
No, I'd like to keep suffering and bleeding.
She's telling you it's only a flesh wound.
I know.
I'm just gonna point out the cleric's sitting there to ask if he can help others in need.
I'm gonna place my hand over the bite and heal it.
Man,
I'll start kind of chanting, and I'll cast my shield.
clerics who love to touch people.
She gets very catty when people like touch her without asking. So
There we go.
Yeah,
2d6.
He should
I
have-
literally just asked!
I know. So that's why he asked.
Yes, but seriously, he should adhere to his religion if help those in need. That's
You get 6 hit points if you need them, otherwise that wound is just healed.
Thank you. That feels much better now.
You're welcome.
I look over back at Emerald. Considering these people are here, are these villagers going to be in any trouble, you think? Or do you... I don't know.
No, we just need to leave. It'll be fine.
Yes, if they came here particularly for us, then once we leave, this town will be out of any danger.
Emerald, how long do you think we have before another surprise visit?
Hard to say. She underestimates what happens a lot.
Then we may want to let the villagers know that they should forget they ever saw you. And that way, if they come snooping around again in a little while, they won't be linking you to this place.
If the villagers are trying to avoid trouble, they're better off just saying that they saw him, but they didn't know where they went. There's no reason to endanger them more.
Well, they can even say where I went. I got you to protect me, Corvus.
You're welcome.
Try that once more with feeling.
Corvus looks over his... Corvus looks over his shoulders, just kind of like, just shakes his hands like, what?
It's a damn powerful card. Not allowed in tournament play.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh. He's making a reference out of character.
Or maybe Everald plays Magic and you just don't.
I guess that's true.
He doesn't.
We play gathering, so.
You know, it's when Everald says that he's going to tap that resource, you should be really concerned.
You could feel Corvus clenching.
I hope not. My hands are nowhere near there.
He's like, no! Alright. Okay. So, I guess let's ship off then before we have to deal with any more terrors of the night.
Not all tears. Everald's quite fun at night.
That's more information than we need, thank you.
I mean, you could find out firsthand where he's open. It'd be better than going after the little boys.
I don't go after little boys. And I am quite fond of women, thank you very much.
I thought your kind wasn't, allowed to be fond of women or men or any of them. You're celibate or whatever.
No, not all of us are celibate. We can choose to be celibate, but not all of us are.
Kathy, yes, all of you are.
All of them are? I thought it was some chose, some didn't.
Deacons can choose to get married, but they're not quite the same as a priest. I don't quite remember all the differences at this point.
Hey,
I don't think for
Finn.
purposes of game and in this time that my character is, he'd probably be free to choose considering he's the exorcist type, not the stay-at-home type.
Yeah, no, Cappy.
No?
Hey, Finn.
Yes.
Can I change one of my character goals?
Oh my God! Corrupt him.
Either way, are we returning to the vehicle we commandeered?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hop into the front seat. I run up ahead. Hop in.
I'll hop in the back.
I'll lay on the top.
You're gonna just lay on the top?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll peek out the window, look up there. Yeah, you gonna be okay up there?
It's comfortable.
Just
I
let
just
him
don't want
do
you
what
to
he-
fall off.
I don't think he's in any risk.
Probably not, but still.
Everald hops on the back of the trailer.
All right. Corvus is just gonna get into the front seat and turn the vehicle on.
So you're sitting in Talawa's lap?
Is she driving? Is she in the
said
driving seat?
I ran up ahead and jumped in the front seat.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her. It's just like, I did say I would teach you how to drive once we get back.
Yep, we're back.
Back to the base.
She turns on the car and looks you dead in the eye while doing it. I'm driving, whether you teach me or not. I would pick carefully right now.
And the fact that she's driving, whether she's been taught or not, is why I'm gonna sleep on the roof.
Talala, I appreciate your fervor to learn. I truly do. But can we do it after we've gotten everything back and we've settled down, please?
Does that anybody else like he's going back on his word? Because to me, it sounds like he's going back on his word.
I have not gotten back on my word. I said I would teach you once we get back to base.
Before you said when we got back, we are back at the town. You didn't clarify.
Okay. You do have me on a technicality. But I will request for us to wait until we get back to the base so we can at least deposit all of our stuff and I can maybe make something a little bit more even grounded for you so you could practice.
She lays on the horn.
Nicholas is just sitting in the back remaining quiet. He's keeping out of this conversation.
Everald jumps as he hears that noise again.
Tala, what do I need to do for you right now to get you to move over?
I can't hear you!
What was that noise Everald heard before that he
The
reacted
horn.
to? The horn. Oh
that
yeah, the
I'm
horn.
laying on.
Hold up.
After she decides she's sufficiently pissed off Corvus, she'll jump out of the seat, or like open the door and try to smack him with it, and then jump out of the seat and stalk to the back where Everald is sitting.
She's gonna try to smack me at the door.
Yep.
Not
that
to
way.
like seriously injure you, just more to be annoying than anything.
How rude!
Hey, Corvus.
What, Zach?
You
I
know,
look
you're
over
gonna,
to
you're gonna get shot later, right?
Zach. Don't test me.
Well, no, I'm just warning you. You're about to get shot later. I see it happening.
Corvus just shakes his head and gets into the driver's seat.
He will. Zach will take out his shotgun and point it down at the roof of the car.
Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Is Tola sitting in the front seat with me?
No, she got in the trailer with Everald.
You are about to get yourself a cabbie title tonight.
Damn.
You know what's funny? Every time I call him in at work and he yells at me how he is not a cappy and hasn't earned that title, that very same night he shows up and things like this happen.
Because these just guys get all up in my grill. Alright, anyway. So I'm just gonna drive the fucking car already. We've spent enough time prattling on.
Nicholas would lean forward and kind of tap Corvus on his shoulder. You know, making her mad probably isn't going to end well for you.
I don't understand why she's upset.
Well, she figured you'd teach her how to drive when you got back here rather than the other base, so you should have clarified.
We have stuff. If she drives it into a pond, we're gonna lose everything. And the
I mean, like
vehicle.
you almost did?
Yes, because just to clarify how difficult this can be.
Just get us home. And I'm not being mean about it. I'm just saying a statement, not a complaint or anything.
Yes, I understand, Nicholas.
I should also suggest that you avoid any sudden bumps.
Indeed.
Still holds the shotgun
I
pointed
kind of
down at the
look over
driver's
at
seat.
the window. You know, you're the one that I leave my head window and kind of look up. You know, you're the one riding up there. If it's any bumps, it's more your fault than his.
Well, as
You do realize
as
that.
you stick your head up there to yell at him like that, you see him holding his shotgun to the roof.
I look for a minute. Okay, I forget what I said. I can't sit back in.
All right. Well,
I'm not fixing to get shot.
if we're gonna play this game, fine. I turn on the vehicle and I start driving off.
Right, you're driving.
I already turned it on earlier, I'd like to point out. Cavities.
Okay.
So Kyle floods the engine. I'm
Oh,
teasing you,
lovely.
Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Highs or lows, guys?
Highs.
Highs going once. Highs going twice. Highs it is.
It's almost always like the opposite of what he calls.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
So, you guys are driving on to get back home.
I'm probably leaning forward on the back of the front seat, kind of looking out the window.
And then you start hearing...
What the
and
fuck?
The vehicle stops running.
Oh no, what the hell?
Alright.
Oh, somebody's a mechanic, I think so. Word for that.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the car off into the centermost area. Put it in the park and take a look at it.
I suppose if it's momentum, you can pull over somewhere, but you don't get it very far. Actually, depending on how fast you're going, if there'd be enough momentum to even do that.
We're not gonna get enough momentum to carry us to the rest of the way back.
No, I meant for you to pull off or do whatever you were going to do.
He's saying that you may not have enough power to maneuver yourself as you fight.
That's true. Okay. So I get out of the vehicle to go examine what the problem is.
I'll put my head out the window and kind of look in. And also so I can hear if anything happened, if anything is said.
Did you break the car after telling me I was going to break the car?
Corvus is just shaking his head. It was like, there seems to be a problem with the vehicle itself. Give me a moment and I'll try to fix it.
For once, I can't blame this on Corvus because he was actually not driving very fast and not doing anything that I believe would cause any problems. It just didn't look that way.
All right, so I'm looking under the hood. What am I seeing?
Very old engine, very old parts. Go ahead, Devil.
I mean, if you got out of the car, the first thing you'd see was a shotgun pointed down.
Yep.
I just ignore him. I'm just. Are you gonna stare?
Huh?
Or are you gonna just, make yourself semi-useful for now?
Oh, let's see what I can do. I will get off the roof and I will kick the engine.
All right.
I don't think kicking is going to do any good.
Roll
Look
the
at all
dice,
that.
Devil.
It's gonna be hilarious if I either kick the thing out or makes it work again. Just Just remember, you asked for my help.
Ugh. Yep.
Oh shit!
Well, Devil, tell us about kicking the shit out of that engine as you kick it out.
Oh, I kicked it out, did I?
I mean, unless you want to hold back.
Ah.
That's not good. He's taking this long.
Which should So yeah, he goes and he kicks the engine, and he holds back a little, and the engine dents seriously on one side.
Okay.
I probably felt that shit inside the car, didn't I?
Yeah.
I look over. What are you doing? Kicking is not gonna help it.
I yell out from the trailer. How did we hit something while not moving?
Blame Zach.
I yell back, "Hey, I'm not the one driving."
Zach.
Be right back.
I know, Zach.
Zach. Please. Just don't. I'm going to see if there's anything I could do about the engine.
I mean,
Make
first
a
you
little-
want me to help, now you don't want me to help.
Zach,
Make up your mind.
No. Zach, no. I'm not dealing with you right now. Just go back on the roof, make yourself look pretty or whatever it is you do.
Zach will just shrug and hop back on the roof, probably denting it.
Okay, so this engine.
Learning.
Alright. Fuck. Okay.
All right. So, there's something wrong with your alternator.
And engine.
I'm gonna try reaching in there and fixing it.
All right. I won't make you roll another learning. You are successful at repairing it. It takes you about 2 hours. If you want to tell us about that success, by all means do.
I personally don't know much about car repair, so. Alright, well. Anyway. I managed to get the thing up and running again. Alright, Corvus goes back, sits in the car. Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Every now and then, your engine shakes really hard.
Zach, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, mind what I said about bumps.
Zach! What is your problem?
Mostly boredom.
I hate you.
I hear you, brother.
I'm just driving.
All right.
I bet we can make Kyle's character go gray within months.
You guys are assholes, Corvus. Why?
Again, mostly boredom.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you arrive back home, The skies are becoming gray and cloudy. You can make a learning check if you want.
I think that it's getting gray and cloudy because, the sun is shining brightly.
Is it like the radiation storm we dealt with last time?
Yeah, but unfortunately, party, you do not realize it until it's already falling on you.
Hmm.
It's raining fish, isn't it?
You know it, devil.
Aw.
Anyways, everyone suffers one level of fatigue.
Lovely.
But you have arrived back home.
Okay. Alright. Let's unload. Get some rest. Tomorrow I will teach you. I'm tired from driving, honestly.
See, he's going back on his word again.
I know. I know.
Fine. You want to do it right now?
Well, now I don't. You're just rude.
I don't get you people.
Everald starts chanting a spell and waving his hands around. As he does, all the corpses in the back animate into zombies again.
I was really hoping you were about to like Merlin this shit up and send all the furniture dancing into the house.
I don't have that kind of magic. You have that kind of magic.
Yeah, but I am like having my character develop into that, not just like boom, know it.
I forgot. Chav used to be in this at one time. Yay, we got our bar stuff here. We can put our help to work putting the stuff together. Yeah, that's right. I'll probably help too a little bit while I'm here.
So the zombies begin moving all the furniture into the place.
Is our wait staff there?
They are.
This has to be a little concerning.
As they come in, they're all like, "Oh, our first customers! Oh my God, zombies!" You guys come in as they're yelling that.
Calm down, calm down. They're not going to hurt you.
Not gonna hurt us. They're gonna eat us.
No, they're not.
Your handsome boss, Everald here, has complete control of them. You have no need to fear.
Okay then.
All right. So as they're setting the furniture down, where are they putting these tables and whatnot? Just here in the main room?
Yeah, you literally see where they're putting all this crap.
Oh, okay.
You can
All
go
right.
and teach her how to drive now. If the vehicle's still working well enough.
Honestly, Zach probably damaged it really bad. So I'm gonna actually have to fix it later. And I'm not sure about the whole gas situation right now, but we might need to find an alternative for that as well. I don't mind teaching her, but she's been kind of on my nerves today for whatever reason.
I wouldn't risk making her any more angry. Just heads up.
I don't know what I'm doing to make her angry, and she won't tell me. This is my problem.
Well, I don't know either, so I wish you luck.
Corvus takes a seat at one of the chairs as soon as one of the zombies puts it down. Props his feet up on one of the tables.
Okay.
I'm probably just lean against the wall out of the way where the furnace is being brought in and stuff.
I look over at Nicholas. I do believe you said you would take care of this internal wound that I've just kind of closed up.
Indeed.
I don't mind allowing it to naturally heal, but I figured we might as well just take care of it.
That's fine. I walk over to Corvus, place my hand. I said, don't know where the wound quite is. I'll put my hand on his shoulder and send the healing energies.
I take it. I take his hand and like guide it down to my stomach. It's down here.
Well, I didn't know where your injury was, so that's why.
As that happens, Zach will wolf whistle at the two.
What did Zach do?
Wolf whistle.
Zach,
I mean, the guy's just guiding your hand down to his stomach. It's
Zach. I don't want to hear it.
But I have so many good material for this. Is that what they teach you in the cloister?
Zach.
Praise the Lord! I have healed you with my touching of your muscles.
For 1d6. Ooh, you get one hit point back.
You're supposed to do your epic healing. It's going to take a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. Well, if I'm doing more regeneration, I can quickly cast that on you too and keep it going.
No, you're using your hospitaler feat, if I'm not mistaken here, mate.
No, that was my general heal. I'm talking about my restoration.
He took lethal damage, Cappy.
Yeah, bro.
Oh. What heal? What heal
it's extraordinary healing.
That's a feat, not
Yes, you're going to cast this for an hour.
Alright, I can do that. I'll probably be by you. If I need to keep my hand in position, I will, but otherwise I'll probably move it. But yeah, probably gonna have to keep it on there around the wound, make sure it heals, right?
Okay. Zach?
If Zach keeps tracking comments every now and then during chanting, I'm not gonna say, Zach, shut up.
No. Nick, just focus on this. Zach, pull up a seat. I want to chat with you for a second.
Alright, I'll pull up a seat, kick back, put my feet up on the table.
Alright. So I take my feet off the table and I lean forward a little bit. So, what happened when we're dealing with those hunters?
Well, you wanted me to do my diplomacy, so I kicked in the door, I shot everyone, and then I diplomacied with the one remaining guy.
Okay. All right. Let's break that down. All right.
That's your diplomacy? Oh,
hang on.
God.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. But hang on. Okay. So I'd level with you on half of that if the other half didn't seem incongruent to the actions taking place. But let's start with the first half. So we came in there. We agreed upon a plan, and you decided to subvert that plan. We could have gotten a lot more information, and probably prevented some other fucking shit from happening.
To be fair, you agreed on a plan. I told you exactly what I was gonna do.
Zach, we agreed upon a plan. We didn't know if anyone was in there, so you could have shot someone who is not involved in this. You could have shot one of those mutants. You would have killed an innocent life. Because apparently that concerns you.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
Sure you did. But okay, so you went in, you fucking swept the floor like you usually do. Great on you. But then you saved one for an arbitrary reason. Can you please at least explain why you chose to save him?
I felt like it.
That's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Not all things have exceptional reasons. Sometimes they do it just
Oh
'cause they
god,
want
the
to.
cleric's agreeing with me. Let me rephrase that. This is just... It was an effective way to get what we wanted, and I decided that I gave my word to do it, and that means that I'm gonna do it. So it wasn't just random or anything like that. It was the best way to get it done.
I still feel like you left a loose end. And honestly, if we are going to work together in the future, please take your fellow members into consideration.
I did. You didn't get killed or shot even.
Just leave me alone, Zach.
See, you really need to make up your mind on that one. You want to talk, then you want me to leave you alone, then you want to talk.
I did want to talk. I'm done. Just, you're too much of a headache right now. Nick, just finish up this room. I'm going to bed afterwards, okay?
I'm working. I gotta give me some time.
Just do what you're doing.
And if Crow would glance over at Nick while he's healing, probably see I have a smirk on his face as Nick was only getting a kick out of the conversation they were having.
So what's going on with Talala and Everald?
Everald's commanding zombies to move furniture.
And she's directing them to get the bookshelf set up right where she wants it. A little bit more left. No, left zombie. Left.
Oh.
Everald, make it listen.
It is trying to listen. But imagine that you are talking to something that there's a big wall in between.
Okay.
Like one of those concrete walls I've seen before.
Your point.
My point is that you don't have the right kind of voice to try to speak to it through that type of wall.
Then you speak to it. It's not in the right spot.
Fine.
He seemed just so enthused about doing this.
All right. Is Zach still sitting at the table with us?
Yeah, completely. Feet up. He's probably not gonna move even if a zombie tries to pick up the chair.
It doesn't. It placed it there for a reason.
Man.
So, the zombies there. Is this where you want this bookshelf?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ah, good then. Come then. I don't know what to call you. Everyone just keeps yelling zombie, but that seems so impersonal. I know. You're Peter now.
No, I don't like it. Let's call him Petey.
Petey it is.
She passed it on the head. Who's a good Petey?
It's official. We're all sociopaths.
Speak for yourself.
You're right. This might be your first character that isn't.
Funny.
Fucking point to the evidence to the contrary. All right.
I'm surprised your Saturday character ain't a sociopath yet, but she gets fucked with.
Shit. Anyway,
Who says
so
it
I'm
isn't?
so as Nicholas is here, Emily. So what's your story, anyways? Why'd you get involved with the church?
Well, I saw it as a way to help the world heal after the disaster that befell it, and I still believe that. I believe it's one of our best ways. I know the church isn't perfect, but it's still one of the better or best ways to go.
Oh, the church isn't perfect, is it?
No.
Really? So it's just nearly perfect, you think? Hmm?
I would like to say that, but honestly, I don't know if I can go quite that far. It has its flaws.
Like most of it?
I wouldn't go with that.
Give me a percentage. How much of the church do you think is flawed?
Well, I wouldn't say flawed so much as don't have the necessary knowledge they need of the workings of the where the world is now. The sect that I'm from is, I would say, better in the sense that we know not everyone is evil. There's another sect that stays back at church that thinks everything is evil and smites what thinks is evil on sight, regardless whether it is or not.
And here I thought priests didn't have sex.
Wait, what's
Sect, not sex. Pay attention.
He's a skilled linguist as well, Kyle.
Oh no, I'm surrounded by him. He would get along very well in New Babel if it wasn't for his behavior problem.
Who would behavioral problem?
And Corvus just slaps the side of his head and is like, "What do you think?"
I'd behave just fine.
Uh, I was talking about Zach Nick.
Well, he is half angel, although the other half might get a lot of complaints, I imagine.
Who's to say that he's even like a Nephilim in nature? Anyways, could just be some random mutation.
Possible. Although the level of power I've seen from him, I'd say it's more likely a very powerful. One of his parents is a very powerful being, perhaps even an angel.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to my original question. So, you said that you were trying to do good for the world. I can agree with that goal. I myself am trying to do some things, make things a little bit easier for humanity in general. But I'm not sure if faith alone is the means to do that.
True, which is why I don't rely solely on my faith. For healing and such like that, yes, I rely solely on my faith. But in the face of enemies where that healing cannot hope to do anything for, I rely on my combat skills.
Well, I suppose there's that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't your lot supposed to be good with protection too? All I've
True,
seen is healing.
I have protection spells.
When do we get to see those spells?
I will start using them more, don't worry.
I could have provided some useful cover when we were dealing with the ghouls earlier.
That is true. I apologize for not using them then. I will use them more. I was honestly more focused on healing as we were taking some pretty good injuries. I didn't want anybody to go down, so I was trying to keep the wounds mended as best I could.
I will. I will say, Zach, you were very helpful then. Thank you for saving us at that time. I do believe it is cordial in this circumstance to offer a drink, but I'm not sure if we actually have anything.
Everald goes downstairs with all the zombies following him.
Sorry, I'm back.
God damn it!
He just gave you a compliment, Devil.
I know.
I didn't know that was gone either. I remember hearing him say, "Be right back."
I literally said it right after my last comment.
Anyway. So, yes. Thank you again. And the next time we actually do get some beer or liquor set up in here, first drinks for you.
Oh, we have gotten a couple bottles. It's about
Wait.
the only thing we've gotten done.
We actually have liquor? I thought...
Oh, looks like someone's got to pay up.
Alright. Well, fine. Everald... Or, wait, who said that, actually? Was it Everald or one of the...
It was one of the NPCs.
Okay. Alright, well, I go look over to it and said, well, give us what we got then. Let's see what we got the selection of.
Alright. So, they start pulling out various things that they've been fermenting. A lot of, like, weird grapes and pumpkin, and you think you see a little, I think they might be leeks?
A leak?
Yeah, they've been adding leek to it.
What the hell?
I'd like to make a complaint. It appears my beer is leaking.
I do believe that's a pun.
Yep. He's the best at them.
Oy.
It's divine punishment.
Ugh. Anyway, so I just have them pour around the drinks for us. Did Nicholas finish? Did Nicholas finish healing me?
He's still working on it.
All right.
But they bring over your leak beers.
Okay. I'm gonna take off my fucking helmet. It's like, all right. Suppose. Cheers. I raise my glass up to Zach.
Zach will raise his glass up as well and say, "Yeah, cheers."
I'm gonna go take a swig, and it's like, take a quick swig. You're still an asshole. I take another swig.
It tastes horrible as you drink it.
Oh, what the fuck is this piss water?
Leak had no business being in that beer.
Do you people even know what you're doing?
I mean, no, sir. You left us with a drunk to teach us, and he just kind of did his own thing. I think he's passed out in his room right now.
Just gonna look at the contents of my drink and look over to his disgusted face and go, I see. This is the sort of swill that you get for someone you're sharing. I see how it is. And I'll set the glass on the table and just lean back in my chair, not even taking a drink.
Nicholas just shakes his head and kind of laughs a bit.
Alright.
That's what we get for letting a drunk do the teaching.
Okay, I'm fixing this. I'm doing transmutation to turn this into fucking craft beer.
We still gotta teach them how to craft beer.
I will do that in a moment, but I am not drinking this fucking soil. Fuck yeah.
Alright, so tell us about changing it.
Alright. I'm gonna dip my finger into the beer and into Zach's, and I'm gonna look at him do this. And after about a minute, the beer turns a darker color, and you can see like a skittering across coming from the glass going back towards my hand. Alright.
So he fingers your beer and then says, drink it.
Out of curiosity, which finger do you use?
My index finger.
Don't think that's what he meant, but
Yeah.
Oh.
It's my middle finger for Zach, though. Just let's be cool.
That means he gave you the longer one.
Oh yeah.
He cares that much more.
All right. So I take a swig. Oh, that's so much fucking better.
Zach will take a swig too.
All right. It tastes like a robust imperial stout.
Not bad. Zach will take a deeper swig. Can you do that to women too?
Make them better.
I mean, it's what I do when I put a finger in.
Fucking.
Nicholas just busts out laughing. Almost loses concentration down the hill, but he manages to keep it.
Corvus slaps his drink on the table. Okay, that was pretty good. I'll give you that. Seriously though, man. Like, what's your deal? Like, you want to work with us or you want to kill us? I don't even know, man. It's just you're hard to read. I don't get you. Keep drinking from my beer.
Yeah, Zach will keep drinking from his. It's not that I want to kill you. I just enjoy sometimes, killing you.
I give you a beer, and you tell me you enjoy killing me?
Brad back in a second. Something I forgot to do. I gotta do real quick.
Everald comes back upstairs only with Petey.
With Petey.
And Lala following.
Yeah, it's less about actually killing you and more about, sharing the experience.
I don't understand. Look, seriously, Zach, you're a very effective combatant. I cannot deny that. And I want to be able to trust you as we're fighting on the field. So could you please just humor me a little here and there?
I've made you laugh several times.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Semantics, yes, I forgot. The masters. You know what I mean. I want to be able to have something set up and not feel like there's just going to be an errant cog in the wheel whenever we're trying to exercise something, because it could cost people their lives. I understand you're strong, but we can't just act independently and expect to live every time. We narrowly got away.
You narrowly got away?
Yeah.
From what?
The ghoul incursion, and I mean, honestly, yeah, we did sweep the living hell out of that joint, but like that could have gone a lot differently.
Yeah, we had surprise on our side. It was great.
We're not always going to have surprise.
When you kick down the door and shoot people, you do.
They could have hurt us. You're right, but they could have hurt us, and they could have been propped up and ready to go. They could have just shot whoever walked to that door first. And then you would have been on the fucking butthead.
I heal fast.
Just, whatever. Just enjoy your drink. Just please consider what I'm saying.
Corvus, you seem particularly perturbed today.
Yes, I've had people yelling at me and threatening to shoot, and then someone kicked the engine, making the whole repairing process all the more longer. And I just wanted to have a drink, and then I get this leak beer, so I had to change it myself. I'm burnt. I'm burnt. Is that okay to say? I'm burnt?
Well, do you mean in a literal sense?
No. Well, no.
I was going to say, because I really don't smell any burning.
You guys definitely get along well with some of the people I know.
I know I won't get along with some of the people you know. For the same reasons I know a lot about the same people you know.
How do you mentioned your mother the last time. But like, is she really that reliable of a source? It seems like she's very infatuated with capturing you for whatever reason.
Mothers do tend to be attached to their children.
Usually not at the point of the gun, though.
I mean, she only really wanted you guys to die. She did want me to die.
I'm gonna have to set up some barricades, some traps in here, aren't I?
That is not a bad idea.
I have a lot of work ahead of me. I take a huge swig, basically polishing off the drink.
Man, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm exhausted.
I go look over it to the wall, and it's like, I will teach you in the morning, and then I'm working the rest of the day.
Fine, but if you break your word tomorrow, you're going to pay for it.
If I break my word tomorrow, you can break off my hand.
Everybody heard that, right?
I heard it.
I heard it. And the fun thing is you can grow a new one, so you can just keep breaking it off.
Oh, that would be entertaining.
Just why? Why?
I mean, you already broke your word a couple times. I feel like I've got to move to threats now to motivate you.
Yes, considering we were dealing with some unexpected guests. Yes, let's completely forget that. Okay. Corvus is just gonna get up from his chair and just head over to his room. Fucking people.
Head on over there, then.
Such a drama queen.
Talawa, if you would, please join me in my study.
What? Since you asked so nicely, how could I resist?
Everald heads down to the basement.
And she follows.
As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you notice all the other zombies or corpses strewn on the ground now.
Oh, you didn't want to play with them anymore?
Too many things to order around. And once I go to sleep, Petey will fall too. That's okay though, I know a better spell to make Petey more permanent.
Oh, good, we get to keep them.
Well, if he's nice. Or if we're nice to him. If we're not nice, he may leave, and then we're screwed.
Oh, then I guess we better be nice.
Everald continues down towards his room.
Lava pokes at one of the corpses a little bit, and then after half a minute or so, walks down the hallway.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Cappy.
Hey, thank you. It's mighty quiet all of a sudden.
Everyone's heading towards bed.
Yep.
Excuse me. Zach is in the bar. He's already in bed.
I'll probably head to my room too.
Have you not noticed this pattern with him? If there's a bar, that's where he stays.
We're never gonna get him to leave the lair now, I'm just saying.
Think that was my room up here.
You'll get him to leave. It's just, he's found a new place to sleep. Quote unquote sleep. You know.
So, as you enter the room, Talawa, take a seat for a moment.
She sits down and looks at him expectantly.
I think you need to stop pursuing the knowledge you've been pursuing.
But I just threatened him to teach me how to drive the car.
I'm not talking about the car.
My family stuff?
Indeed.
I mean, it's all I really know how to do. and I don't have them now, so I've got to figure it out.
But the thing is, you don't know how to do it.
Well, theoretically, I know how.
Theoretically, you've read spells. You've attempted them and you've failed.
I did something recently. It was a spell, I think.
Yes, you did, but that wasn't necromancy.
So, but maybe it was just something that like rubbed off on me from the necromancy, and I just kind of fucked it up in a good way.
No, that is not what happened.
Why don't you get to your damn point?
My point is that you will never be able to perform necromancy.
And you're never gonna be alive again. What of it?
I'm alive.
Fully alive. Whatever.
Doesn't quite work that way.
Semantics.
I mean, did you just bring me down here to piss me off by reminding me what I'm not good at? I will remind you there's a million other things that I'm amazing at. I believe I've saved your ass hundreds of fucking times.
Your anger will do you no good here.
Doesn't stop it from popping up.
And perhaps if you took a moment to fully listen to what I'm going to tell you, instead of just jumping right to yelling at me.
And maybe if you got to your point sooner than half an hour into a conversation, I'd listen to it.
You need to hear the stern truth first.
Still gotta get to your point for me to hear it.
My point is that you were never meant to tap into that type of energy. You cannot tap into it. You lack the talent, but you do have talented magic.
Okay.
Long ago, my father attempted something similar to you, only with me. He attempted to try to teach me magic I was not good with. Minor effects at best. That being said, I have had a lot of knowledge drilled into me about what it should look like. And you definitely produced what it should look like. You tap into nature. You tap into the elements. Those are strong things. They're not the dead, but they're strong.
And I guess I have to start over because I've spent years now looking for all this knowledge, and apparently that's pointless. And I don't have a teacher, so whatever. Yes, I start over.
Everald reaches up to his bookshelf and pulls down a book. You start here. After your driving lessons, I expect you to finish this book in the next day. We will reconvene about it after that.
Why are you telling me what to do?
Because the only other ones you have that could possibly teach you anything don't know much about what you know. I'm the best teacher you got, and though it is not my best set of skills, I know what it should look like.
So you waited all these years to tell me this.
You were so ambitious about finding the knowledge. But if it continues to be your only goal, we will die.
It doesn't sound like you're putting a lot of freaking faith in me.
I do have faith in you. That's why I just gave you a book that belongs to me. And that's why I offered to teach you something.
Fine. I guess we'll see how it goes. It's better than doing nothing.
Good.
She stands up and has her arms kind of crossed, like looking sort of pissed. But then after like maybe half a minute or so, she like sort of half stomps over to Emerald and takes the book and gives him like a slightly stiff hug. Like she's clearly thankful, but she's still being like stubborn about like being pissy, you know, regarding their conversation. And then she'll just walk out of the room and head back towards hers.
As she's giving the stiff hug, he whispers, "You definitely still smell good, though."
Of course I do, honey. I'm the most delicious thing in the world.
So, morning comes if everyone is going to bed.
Alrighty.
So, party, you're waking up. Tell me about it.
Right at the crack of dawn, Flower is gonna wake up, throw on some clothes, like hastily, you know, put her hair kind of back out of her face, probably in something resembling a ponytail, run down the hallway to start knocking on Corvus's door loudly.
Oh fuck! Permission to make a will save right now.
There are no will saves.
Okay. Oh, it's a resolve, right?
Yeah, but resolve is the defense.
I'm
Okay.
probably
You
hearing this
could make
too,
a
but I'm
willpower
gonna
roll, though. Or,
Alright.
because will is a
Ro-
skill.
Okay, I will roll it to see
Roll
if I'm not like
Roll willpower to see if
Okay.
you stay asleep.
no. All right. Am I okay? So am I freaking the fuck out? Because I'm likely having nightmares.
Oh yeah, she can hear you screaming and shit in there.
I'm glad you're so excited to teach me! Come on out, Corvus!
Okay. Am I still hearing the banging on the door?
Yes, you hear the banging on the door.
All right. I'm gonna fucking like roll out of the bed, like fucking get at the very back corner and like pull out my revolver. It's like, who's there? Who's there?
It's Talama! It's time to teach me how to drive!
Oh, fuck.
No, not fucking. Driving.
Give me a damn minute. Holy shit. All right. Corvus goes grabs his gear. Fucking. He walks out of his room, and it's like he's in like a cold sweat when he gets out of the door. All right. So, yeah. Just give me a minute.
Are you
Okay.
sick? What's wrong?
Just I'll tell you about it later. Just let me go pat down, and I'll meet you outside in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay then, weirdo.
Alright. Corvus is gonna sit on the side of the bed real quick and just kind of wipe his face off. Fucking shit. Alright. Okay. I'm calm. It's fine. It's okay. Alright. He's gonna throw his jacket on and kind of walk towards the foyer.
While he was calming himself in his room, Lala's looking for like any food that's nearby that she can grab to eat quickly.
All right, perception.
The leaks in the beer.
God damn it.
You search and search, and then finally you see the leak.
This does not look appetizing. But I need calories. But it looks really gross. Oh my god, but I need to eat. And I gotta drive right now. She grabs the leek and just starts like chowing on it, even though she looks completely unhappy about it. She's quickly eating it.
So, Corvus, you walk in on her eating the leek.
You have a stronger stomach than I.
Do you have any snacks, man? I'm really freaking hungry.
We should have had some rations left over, but I'm not sure if anyone ate the rest of them on the way back. I believe the zombies packed everything away.
Alright, whatever. Let's go drive.
Here, let me at least help you if you don't mind. Okay, I'm going to cast sustenance on her.
Roll it.
Alright, she does not feel hungry right now.
What the hell is that? That's weird.
It's just a hunger suppressant. It won't actually adjust the calories, but at least you won't be grumbling.
So I'm not getting any calories.
No.
She shrugs and keeps eating the leek as she starts walking outside.
Yeah. Corvus is gonna go walk out with her towards the vehicle. Okay. Before we start this thing up, give me a minute. I'm gonna fix the bump in here. All right. So I'm gonna use transmutation to see if I can like smooth out the dent that frickin' Zach put into it.
Hey, you asked me to help.
Your version of help is not very useful. Okay. All right. Fuck. I did a pretty good job. I'm gonna actually like fine tune this thing a little bit. I'm just gonna clean it up.
To be fair, it could have been useful. It would have been hilarious if I kicked it and it started up.
Yes, it would have been.
So, Corvus, what makes this go? I mean, I get that you like turn the key to like start the engine, but I mean, like, what actually like meets the energy in it?
Okay. All right. Well, here. Let's go walk towards the back of the vehicle here. All right. So I walk her towards the back of the vehicle and I like hit the cap of where the gas is. Okay. So this little hole right here, you have to put something called gasoline into it. The gasoline acts as fuel that will allow the actual car to move. Without the fuel, it won't be able to actually burn the fuel in order to actually propel it forward. I might, if I have the downtime, try to find an alternative means for that because fuel nowadays is obviously a rarity, and I'm surprised that we managed to get back with as much as we did.
But don't you have the power to change stuff into other stuff? So is there something you can change into gasoline for the car?
I could, but I need something close enough to its chemical structure to alter it.
I don't know what a
it's
chemical
much.
structure is.
Oh, that's a chemistry lesson. We'll have to wait till much later. But anyway, I could do it, but it's much more difficult to do if I'm just making it, say, out of dirt. The amount of energy that I'll produce could make it explode. So it depends on how okay with your safety you are with it being in danger.
So I guess I can't drive this very much then.
If I can find them, I can produce it. It's just I'm probably going to want to go a little whiles away from the actual bar, so I don't accidentally blow it up. I might try to find an alternative means for powering it. I might actually sell up the energy cell for it. I'm not sure yet. I have a laundry list of things that I want to build, and especially considering that your friend seems to attract some unwelcome guests.
I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what you want me to say.
Nothing regarding it. It's just I don't like having to sleep with a gun on my pillow more than I already do. Anyway, so back to the lesson. He kind of just shakes his head and he kind of motions for her to head towards the other side of the vehicle, taking the passenger.
And she goes around, hops into the driver's seat.
Okay, fine. This will make it easier, I suppose. All right.
Wait, did I misunderstand? Is that not what you wanted me to do?
Yes, I wanted to go to the passenger side.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you. I thought you said you went into the passenger side. She'll listen.
Okay. All right. So this is a manual transmission, just so you know. Okay, so see this stick down here with like the little letters next to it and the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, so currently it's in P, that means park. So when you have this on, the car won't move. So even if you put gas in it, it's just going to spin its wheels. Okay, this is what you want to do if you want to keep the car still, and so you don't have to put your feet on the brake or anything. Okay. Then you have reverse. So that's the little R right here. The reverse will make the vehicle go backwards. When you're using this, I motion towards the mirrors that are on the side of the vehicle and on the very top. You're going to use these to make sure what's around you so you're not bumping into anything, okay? You can also use these things if, well, I guess turning lanes aren't really an issue, but you could see it. You could use these things to see what's near the vehicle, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so now we have our drive, so that puts us forward. So it puts us forward, okay? And then you have gears. So there's gears 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just this one only has 3 gears. Okay, so you put it into first gear when you're below, I think it's 200 or 300 RPM for this model. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it more. But you do
What's
that
an
to start.
RPM?
Rotations per minute, if I'm not mistaken.
How would I know that?
Okay, so see this little gauge right here? So we're in park right now, so I'm gonna put some gas on it. So you're gonna watch this gauge. So I put the gas on, it vrooms, and the gauge.
And she leans over to look.
Okay, so when it gets to about 200, 300, you're gonna shift it into its second gear. Okay. Every time it gets into that range, that's when you're gonna start shifting the gear until it gets to top gear. When you start slowing down, then you could shift back. All right. So as you probably could guess, the pedal down here on my right, that's the gas. And the pedal on the left, that's the brake. You hit the gas when you want to go forward or back, depending on what gear it's in. And when you hit the brake, that will bring the vehicle to a stop. The stop won't be instantaneous. You have to take a little bit of time, okay? Because it's just using friction to stop it. Right? That's a bare minimum. Oh, right. I almost forgot about this. So this is the wheel. You turn left when you want to go left. You turn right when you want to go right. Okay. When you're going in reverse, when you want to go left, you're going to turn the vehicle. You're going to turn it to the right. When you want to go left, you're going to want to turn to the right. That's when you're going into reverse. Okay. So it's a quick rundown. All right.
What's this N here?
That's neutral. Don't worry about that for now. Neutral is something you might want to use if we're trying to conserve gas and we're going downhill, or if we're driving the vehicle onto a guided rail. But usually we won't have to worry about that because I don't think there's a car wash or anything like that around here.
Car wash?
Just, I kind of chuckle. Yeah, just people back in the day used to take their cars to a machine that would wash it so it looked nice and shiny.
Okay. What's that other thing down there by the pedal things?
If I'm not mistaken, that might be the emergency brake, and I think this is a latch to adjust the actual height of the wheel. So
The clutch, you said.
the clutch.
Yeah, in fact, you never did talk about the clutch.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy. I was trying to be discreet.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. This actually engages the power transmission. Okay.
What's a power transmission?
The thing that makes it go vroom.
I thought that was a gas.
That powers the vroom.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the quick and dirty. So I'm gonna go over to the passenger seat.
Wait, but why do I want to engage the transmission? Out of character, you didn't actually say when she would use it. You just assumed she would know when you would want to do that, and she has no idea how a car works.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that he's putting a lot of faith in you because, like, he gave you as simple an explanation as he could. So he's gonna move over to the passenger side.
She'll get into the driver's seat.
All right. So you're gonna put the key into the ignition here. See that little slot where the key goes. Okay, and now you're gonna press down on the brake slightly, and you're gonna turn the vehicle on.
Okay. She follows your instructions. She actually looks a little bit, just very slightly nervous. Like, you almost never see her nervous, but right now she actually looks slightly nervous.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take it out of park, and we're gonna put it into first gear. Okay. So you're gonna take the stick shaft right here and move it down. So it's right next to the one.
She grabs it and then kind of tries to delicately do it at first, and then kind of figures out the right amount of pressure to move it properly and brings it down to the right spot.
Okay. All right.
It's not going.
Right, because your foot's still on the brake. So, okay, you're gonna let go of the brake. Don't hit the gas yet. So just okay. So feel it going forward a little bit. So the car's gonna start drifting forward a little bit. Okay. All right. So see, when you have it in drive, even if you're not putting any gas into it, just because the engine's going, it's going to propel you forward. It's not going to be very fast, but it will. That's why if you want it to keep it from stop moving, you got to hold down on the brake or use the park. Okay? And if you're going to put it into park, you have to hold down the brake first and then shift it into the position. But now, I want you to put a little bit of gas, a tiny bit of pressure, okay, with your right foot.
She does it gently. She's not trying to like be obnoxious about this. Like she's actually taking it seriously. That's what I'm getting at.
All right. So, where are we in relation to the land? Are we about to go into any dishes?
No.
All right. Okay. All right.
I think
Good.
we had a pretty nice plain around this area, actually.
All right. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Now try turning it to the left. So you're just gonna pull on the steering wheel to the left. Just turn it slightly, kind of like if you were driving a ship.
She pulls on it a little bit hard, and then feels how sudden it can turn, and relaxes on it a bit, and kind of plays around with it to get used to it.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. Now try putting a little bit more gas into it.
She accelerates.
All right. So now pay attention. Are you getting around that 200, 300 mark I showed you earlier?
Almost, yeah.
Okay, when you get in there, then you're going to shift into the second gear and you can put a little bit more gas in, okay?
Okay.
All right, so now we're probably going a little bit.
Laura, roll your learning. Yeah, you're kind of picking it up. Go ahead and tell us about it.
So she, once she sees it, get just a little bit above 200 RPMs, she shifts it into the next gear. It's not the smoothest, she's obviously, just doing it for the first time, so she's no expert, but she doesn't fuck anything up, too badly. It's just a little bit of a rough shift, but she does successfully move it into second gear.
Okay.
Wait, it shook. Did I break it?
No, it's going to happen. It's a little rough. You got to make sure that it's within the proper range, because if it's not, it's going to be a little chunky. It's okay. You're doing fine. Corvus is going to make sure that the seatbelt that is working.
It does seem to be in working order.
Okay.
What are you doing that for? And she's like turning and looking at you.
Wait, eyes forward. Eyes forward.
Okay, geez.
Just making sure that the safety belt's secure, just in case.
I'd just like to point out, you almost crashed it, and I haven't yet.
We're on a plane. We were in the middle of a swampy area, so it's a lot harder to navigate. When you're in rougher terrain, handling the vehicle is going to be a lot more difficult, because you're going to have to deal with bumps and grooves and mud and muck. And in that case, we might actually need to change out the tires so it's a little bit more able to handle the terrain. And I'll show you how to do that too.
Okay. What do you mean you change them out? For something else, or
I'll make
tires?
I'll make modifications. That, or we could even just use some basic chains, just give ourselves a little bit more traction. But that's something we'll figure out later, because I'm not sure how many materials we actually have on hand right now.
We should put chains on it. That'll look badass.
You don't want chains on it at all times, because it's not going to do you too much good on a flat surface, especially if you're on the road. You just want that
But
when
it'll
you're
look cool.
We will have some emergency chains that you could throw on whenever we're dealing with the swamp.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. I think we got the hang of it, and we could spend a little bit more time going over this later. But we're already pretty short on gas, and I don't want to have to pull this thing all the way back. So start bringing it back towards the base there. Just be careful, and remember, press on the brake early, so you're not just slamming on it into it, because I don't want us to put a hole in the wall that I'm gonna have to fix later.
She sort of taps on the brake a little bit and realizes that doesn't really do much and hits it a little bit harder and like kind of plays.
Okay, not that hard.
I am not used. I've never done anything like this before. Okay, sorry.
Talawa, I understand. Just slowly press down.
And she does that and tries turning it to the right this time to start bringing them, back towards the base.
Okay, so now we're in front of the base. Okay, so hold down on the brake, on the brake, and take the car out of whatever position it is in, and put it into the P for park. Okay.
Roll a learning for parking.
Oh fucking shit!
To be fair, it's my first time bringing in a car
I know.
second gear to full stop.
I know. I'm just expecting things to go. Oh no.
That's not good.
All right. So, after you yell at her about stopping too hard, she stops too slowly. She manages to stop the vehicle without breaking any walls or anything, but she does crack a headlight.
All right. Okay.
Shit, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I can fix it. Just, all right. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
Okay, should I keep my foot on the brake?
Yes, put it in reverse first.
She shifts it.
Okay, now slightly press on the gas. Just slightly. Just bare minimum.
She's too nervous to even press on the gas. She just releases the brake and lets it, crawl.
Okay. All right. All right. Now put your foot on the brake again and put it into park.
She does.
Okay. All right. Corvus slowly takes the his seatbelt off, gets shakily puts up his arm and opens up the door and try to crawl out.
Oh, come on! I didn't do that bad. And you yelled at me about braking before, and I was worried that it was gonna. I tried, okay?
I am not mad, Talawa. It's just, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that at that. But good job.
He's gratefully still alive, basically.
Exactly.
Not that a character, by the way. My character's probably in his room still.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
So,
Corey.
he'd be up and probably in the bar area, relaxing in the chair.
All right. What were you saying, Talawa?
Thanks, Corvus. I actually really appreciated this.
I would appreciate the kindness more often.
Maybe try not being such a tight ass all the time.
How am I being a tight ass?
You're very uptight. And you treat a lot of people like clinical subjects rather than people.
I care a lot about people. It's important to know them.
But see, that's just it. You're all about knowing about them, not building a relationship with them. Everything always comes off like you're just trying to study people instead of being genuinely interested in them. You've asked me about my species and the city I came from, but you've never really asked who I am, what's defined my life, what have my experiences been. It's been all about learning what you can about things you don't know.
Is that why you've been an ass towards me lately?
Well, to be fair, I think you have a little trouble with humor. Sometimes people just pick on each other, especially when they hang out all the time. Like, do you never have like siblings that you like fought with and teased, even though you like cared about them or whatever?
He just kind of gives you like a blank look.
Okay. Corvus, I think if you opened up your mind, you'd learn a lot more than you're ever going to learn by trying to study people like their subjects.
I suppose. I am. All right, fine. A little self-disclosure. Corvus pulls his pack off his back, and he pulls out like a little slot, and he holds it in his hand.
What is that?
I have a problem.
No kidding.
Hear me out. You were just talking about knowing people, right? So
Alright, fine. Sorry.
I can't really read faces. I have a really hard time with social cues. And the only way I have been able to circumvent that is by essentially creating a device to do that for me. However, and he kind of shakes the thing in his hand around a little bit, my other unit was damaged. I was traveling my way down to New Orleans, and much of the gear that I had was lost. And with that, my ability to really read situations. I haven't really had the time to fix it.
I mean, have you always been like that, or... I mean, is there something I can do to help?
It's always been like that, but honestly, it's been a lot worse lately.
Well, you're in a very unfamiliar environment compared to what you came from, especially.
Look, maybe I'll be less of a tight ass after I fix this. I can't guarantee my decorum will change much, but at least maybe I will become more witty or prompt to understanding the wit.
I mean, even if you never quite get all the jokes, just letting things roll off you once in a while would go a long way. Sometimes it's kind of like you're trying to suppress all the fun. I know we've got a lot of serious stuff to do, I get it. But the world isn't going to be saved in a day. Machines aren't going to be fixed or built in a day. Sometimes you gotta inject a little fun into all of
it. He kind of just sighs. It's just like, I wish it was that easy. But
Think about it this way. What keeps people going? It's hope. It's the joy in the little things. It's the relationships that we build with people. If we're so focused on always trying to fix all the bad things that we never take a moment to enjoy those little things, to find the tiny bits of joy in all this hell, there's nothing to keep people going. All that's on their minds is how horrible everything is. People need hope and fun.
he just kind of pauses. And you could see he's trying to take the words in. He slots the module back into his pack, and kind of throws it back over his shoulder. I I hear what you're saying. It's just
And then use the bath and I'll be right back.
it's hard.
It's hard for me too. I mean, I'm not even always nearly as happy or excited as I'm showing, but I don't know. I guess if I don't at least fake it, then I'm worried I'm not going to get up and get going at all.
Corvus just lightly nods his head. Well, I appreciated that, and well, I suppose that lesson was worth the time. Thank you. He opens the door, and like halfway, he turns over his shoulder. I will be busy for a little bit, but if you wish to talk further, well, you can go find me.
I'm sure I'll see you around. I'm not too worried.
I do have a tendency to lock myself in the room. He chuckles a little bit.
You do. It would probably do you some good to get out once in a while.
I suppose.
Even if you're working hard, sometimes you're more productive if you take even just a 5-minute break to step away from the problem and return with a fresh pair of eyes.
He shakes his head again, kind of nodding. Yeah. He opens the door fully. Does he see these guys sitting in the foyer?
Yep.
All right. Hello? Is Zach there?
Yeah, Zach would be there, and he'd look up and say, welcome back.
I drove the car.
Well, as long as the car didn't drive you, we're good.
It did just a wee bit. Oh,
Nah, no, it didn't. Trust me, it didn't.
I'm just looking at him as, what the fuck do you mean? All right. Oh, Jesus. I completely forgot about this. He's going to shunt out the giant orb of iron onto the floor.
Man, what did you eat?
Remember the idol that we grabbed? We said that we were going to build a brewery, so we needed something to change into copper. I think over the course of the next few hours, I'm going to focus on doing that and maybe grab Travis and see if he could show me how to do that. I have a few other things that I want to build. We're planning on actually making this into a proper establishment, no? We're going to need a radio tower.
Oh yeah, they had one of those at Neo New Orleans, one of the NPCs yells out.
Yeah. We're also going to need a name. Can't just have bar in the middle of nowhere. Any thoughts?
Man, radio tower would be great. Who are you gonna contact?
Just send it out. If anyone's got access to it. Go ahead.
I was just going to reply to him to say that there could be people who are looking for radio frequencies, looking for a safe haven. So draw them. Having a radio tower allows us to draw them in.
Where is Everald, by the way?
None of you guys have seen him.
Okay. I had an idea for a name.
Oh,
I heard a song a little while back, and it just seemed like it kind of resonated with me. Uh, Maybe calling this place the Rising Sun. What's going on with that?
That's not Zach. That's Devil.
Why is that devil?
I am listening to House of the Rising Sun right now.
Damn right! That's a sign. That is a fucking sign if I've ever heard one. So, does Zach have a response in character?
No, he doesn't. I'm just
Alright.
kind of like it. And
Just
Doug
gotta-
give us something where we could make a nice image from for like a sign or something.
just gonna share this with you right now.
Alright.
Alright, so you have named this place the Rising Sun, it sounds like.
Unless anyone else has any suggestions.
Well, Cappy went AFK and it doesn't sound like Zach cares.
No, Zach's fine with that one.
He didn't say anything though.
No, he won't.
Okay.
It's a name.
Name should be symbolic of something though.
Yeah, but leave it to him. He'll come up with something retarded or something like Devil May Cry or.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
So I look over to Alon's. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get to work.
Alright, and that is a good place to call it, guys. 1 experience point. And we are the Story Speakers Guild. We hope you join us for more streams. Thank you anyone who watched.
We love you.
I hope you enjoyed yourselves with our amazing car tutorial.
Indeed, we ran almost a whole game about driving cars.
And hair. Don't forget
and
the hair.
And hair.
Hair and cars. We're fabulous. That's great.
We're secretly just a giant like fucking like history channel.
We're the History Channel plays tabletop games. Good night.